Good morning. It's Wednesday today and I've got corn cakes all stuck in my teeth because I've just been scoffing them quick for a quick breakfast. I'm at my boyfriend's place today. We got in late last night after a very late rehearsal. We rehearsed till about 11:15 last night. And today, first thing we've got to do is a site visit to a venue where we've got a gig coming up where we need to do a risk assessment. I'm not going to vlog about that bit, but that is what we're going to be doing. So we got that at 10, from 10 to 10:30. Then we're going to Newport Sainsbury's for some food. And then I'm going to get the train from Newport to Grangetown, drop my flute off for a service, and then do a little bit of shopping in IKEA. Get lunch when I'm ready for lunch, which probably won't be for a while. Oh, my boyfriend's just coming up. Hi, I'm just vlogging. How are you doing? You all right?
We need to go.
Well, it's not half past yet. Oh, shh! 20 past, we're going. Oh! Okay, so if you got the gist of that, I thought we were leaving at 1:30, but he actually, at about 1:45 this morning, decided to change the departure time to 9:20. I did put it in my diary, but I had it in my head we were leaving at 9:30 because that's been the time for about the last 3 days. It's been in my diary and I forgot it was changed. So I just have not cleaned my teeth. I did not make the bed when I'd got out of it. Rushed around, rush, got down here quite quickly. Now he's had a work call and he's had to go back in the office and refer to something up there in the office. So we haven't actually left after all that rushing, but we will be shortly. We've done the businessy things and we're making a little diversion on the way back. Well, it's kind of on the way actually. Look where we've come to. Ooh, Longtown Castle. Or is it Longtown? Oh yes, we just jumped out of the car to have a little look, really. Drone shot. Okay, it's not really a drone shot. Let's go in. I think that chain was over there a minute ago. He's laughing about something.
Originally it was timber, and in the 12th century it was fortified in stone for the sum of £37.
Well, that was expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But it was in those days. 12th century. My darling man has observed that the rocks are formed with horizontal strata, or so he says anyway.
Well, I'm no geologist, but they look as if they've come out of a rock formation that's in horizontal, beds or lines.
Yes. Seams.
Seams, sorry, that's the word. Like slate, but this isn't slate.
Unless it's just cut marks, so that's got it going that way and that way. It's like crissy-crossy. We're going to go through this arch and there's more. Oh, look at that bit there. Cool. Oh, wow, it's bigger than I thought, actually. It's falling down somewhat. It's completely fenced off, as you can see. We can't go up there. But, yeah, they want to improve it, conserve it and all that malarkey. After the Norman conquest, the de Lacys came from Normandy. Brothers Walter and Ilbert de Lacy supported William the Conqueror in his successful conquest of England in 1066. They were rewarded with extensive estates on the Welsh borders. By 1403, the castle had become dilapidated, while it still is today. But Henry the IV ordered the castle to be re-fortified to defend against attacks led by the Welsh chieftain Owain Glendour. Did you know, after the Norman conquest, many of the families who fought alongside William the Conqueror were given land in England? The families devised new surnames based on their original homes in Normandy. For instance, the de Lacys came from Lacy in Calvados. We got a picture here that shows how it would have been back in the day. And this picture depicts the Inner Bailey, which was built in the early 13th century and probably housed a hall, chambers and kitchen. No trace of these rooms remains today. You can see all the mortars kind of gone away over the years and it's all jaggy and all sticking out now. Let's have a little closer look up here, see what it says on the sign about it. Oh, this looks like a solid sign from afar, but actually it's got all holes in it. Look, so you can actually see through it. Little conserving the castle. The castle is deteriorating and desperately needs repair work. The stone keep you see today was built in the mid-12th century, making it one of the earliest round keeps in Britain. The 4-metre thick walls are made from a local sandstone rubble with finer ashlar dressings. Well, that makes sense if it's sandstone because that is a sedimentary rock, isn't it? In recent years, we've noticed that the cement-based repairs carried out in the 1970s, that's the decade of my birth, are failing to keep the castle dry. Water's getting trapped within the structure and causing erosion. Oh, that'll be the old Freeze thaw included in that, I would have thought. As well as this, the modern timber staircase that leads up to the motte has reached the end of its life and needs to be replaced. Over the past few years, we've been investigating how we can best repair the castle. You might be able to spot our prism monitors on the castle walls. Well, I don't think we will, because we're not going in there. Technical term, ashlar, finely cut cuboid stone blocks often used on the outside of buildings. Well, that's a new one for me. My boyfriend's been mooching around and he's coming back. He's heading this way now. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
You had fun? Did you enjoy it?
Somewhere else to go on route.
You've got somewhere else to go. Oh no, it's going to be work related, isn't it?
Not like work related.
Does it involve going home picking up the parcel you forgot?
No, it's pleasure related.
Pleasure related.
Yeah.
Ooh, can't wait. We've got a surprise coming up then. There's a very beautiful row of cottages here at the entrance to the castle, and apparently used to be a school, formerly Longtown School, from 1869 to 1979. So yeah, it looks very well kept and beautiful. I guessed where we're going, and it's right. Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Well, maybe not for everybody.
Interesting for me.
Interesting for me.
Interesting for some of you.
Some will scoot through.
Some will scoot through and go straight to the Sainsbury's bit. That's okay. We are coming closer. Ooh, is that it? Ooh. Ooh, it's very bright and sunny. So we've come to Kilpeck Church, actually. It's a very, very old one. And my boyfriend particularly likes it because of the carvings. Let's go in and have a little quick look before we head off for breakfast/lunch, because it's actually getting quite late now. The older my boyfriend and I are getting, the more fascinated we are with old churches and cathedrals, and it's because we're interested in the craftsmanship that's gone into it and just getting into the mindset of people from olden times in the environment, wherever it is. It's something that would have been so fundamental to daily life, to just people, everyday people like us, and such a big part of their lives. And so we really feel like we're connecting with the past of our fellow humans who are indeed buried here, right here, where we are now. I mean, I suppose the actual bodily remains are long since gone, but even so, it's the final resting place. Something that's particularly remarkable about this place are the stone carvings. There are all these heads in. Now, this isn't the right camera for it. Oh, hang on. That's a bit better now. I didn't bring my zoom camera because I had no idea we were coming here, but I'll try it on my phone and see if that's any good at all for you. Because it does zoom. That's one thing you can say about phone cameras. Well, you can say lots of good things about them, including the fact that they zoom pretty well. Right, this is my phone. Try and do a little pan for you of these absolutely incredible carvings up here in the eaves. We've got all sorts of creatures, including rams. My boyfriend says he saw very similar ones in a church in Silvers in Portugal, the Algarve, which he found very interesting because it's so far away. This is above the door here. Look at that. The skill that was gone into that is absolutely incredible. Better stop keeping you in suspense and go in through the door. Okay, IB's just enjoying the door. He's having a moment. Look at that hinge. Look at that massive hinge.
Is that?
Are you taking photographs of the door?
Of the hinge specifically. Well, not yet.
The amount of times I have to get out of the way because he wants to take a photo of a door.
But I wouldn't say that's fair compared to what you do.
You choose not to be in them. I have to get out of the way. Got a huge font. Oh, automatic light. Is that your phone?
Yeah, sorry.
Modern phone ruins the moment of the ancient font. It's pretty different to any other churches we've seen, really. We've got more of these carvings on the inside here as well. Apparently there's one with a fertility symbol on it somewhere. Kind of guessing, but we think this is some kind of gravestone, and it's from the 1700s, to be honest. This is
Yeah, it's not like a
1722, age 49.
cap from one school.
What do you think? There's a catacomb or something?
Well, no, I don't think there's a catacomb. I think there might be a stone box. I don't know if it would have been here originally. I think it might have been outside. Because they tended to bring some of those headstones in as flagstones.
Oh.
It's common to see them on
I didn't know that. This one's 1727. Yeah, for the time, this one lived to a good old age. Look at this old Bible here. Look, it's massive. It's a bit dog-eared, isn't it? I don't want to touch it. It does look as if it's still in use, to be honest, but I don't want to help it get more decayed. There's a loft, and I think we can get into it, like a choir loft. I'm going up. You coming up with me? They're quite steep, these stairs, aren't they? I wonder when the stairs were built. The balcony rail is low and not very secure. All right, well, we won't lean on it then. It is low, isn't it? Gosh. Wouldn't meet your modern building regs, I don't suppose. Anyway, we get a good long shot of the church from up here. Here's where the choir would sit. Presumably, I would presume it's the choir. So that was a bit of something different for a midweek day. Look at this old-fashioned hymn numbers display thingy. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Anyway, right, we're off. I'm back outside looking at more of these carved heads, and oh my gosh, the fertility one. I'm going to have to put a blur on it because somebody's going to get offended or might get demonetised or something. Come and have a look yourself if you're curious. There's some sort of nest up there as well. Look at them though, they're so stylised, aren't they? It's amazing to think how old they are, honestly, because they look like they could fit in today, you know. Okay, the sun is in my eyes. I literally don't know what I'm filming, but I think there's heads going past on my screen right now. This is phone footage, this is. They just go all the way around, all the way around. There's loads and loads. Even this side here, so I won't film every single one of them, but they really are an astonishing collection of art. And over there, we've got cows, and in fact, there are calves in there as well. He is very busy photographing all the heads because he did that before, and then something happened, he lost all his pictures. Oh, you lost your hard drive. Oh, he's listening in. I lost my hard drive. There he is, he's getting them back again because they were treasured photographs of his. He absolutely loves them. He's really fascinated by them. Hi, cows. He said it's a castle. He said, yeah, it's an old one. I think they all are, really, aren't they? We never knew this was here. It's the first time he spotted it, and he's been to this place multiple times over the years, and he's pointed out there's a Motte and Bailey, so there we are. I wonder if it would be Kilpeck Castle. Probably would be. There's so many castles. Well, I got in the car. I thought, I'll just grab an apple while he's finishing up taking his photos, and I looked straight ahead and I saw information about the castle. So let's have a quick read, shall we? So it is Kilpeck Castle, as we suspected. It says, if you were standing here on market day in the early 14th century, you would have been surrounded by the hustle and bustle of a thriving marketplace situated in the heart of a walled medieval town. It's hard to believe that, isn't it? It actually was like that. But it's so quiet and peaceful now. We've got a giant fly. Looks like it's a giant medieval fly. Look, the size of that compared to the humans. No, I'm joking. Anyway, right, so got a nice picture here, recreating it as it does. So it says, Kilpeck first appears in the Anglo-Saxon records as Ecclesia Kilpedic, indicating that it was a religious settlement within an area known as Archenfield, a mix of British and Anglo-Saxon communities. After the conquest of 1066, the manor of Kilpeck was given by William the Conqueror to William Fitznorman, who began building the castle in timber around 1090. Well, I don't suppose the timber lasted all that long compared to the stone. Kilpeck was a prosperous lordship, and the lord was the king's forester, I nearly said fosterer then, forester, for the royal forests of Dean and nearby Treville. As a result, Kilpeck grew rapidly, the castle being rebuilt in stone as a polygonal shell keep in the first half of the 12th century, along with a stone-walled bailey, additional baileys, a planned defended medieval town, and a fine Romanesque church. Here's where we are. Look on the map and, well, picture. And for those that like to pause and read, I'll just include this little extra bit here. Some artifacts and one little last bit if you want to pause and read, because I know some people do, particularly American viewers, from the feedback that I've had. We're back off to Wales now for food. Well, I'll try not to spoil my appetite. We were driving along, tummies rumbling, fantasising about, lovely Sainsbury's cafe food, and then I suddenly remembered that one of you tipped me off and said they were all closing, so I've checked online, well, with AI anyway, and that could be wrong, I suppose, but AI is very adamant. They've all closed, all the Sainsbury's cafes, so we're thinking about maybe Morrison's instead, somewhere else en route. Okay, mate, that Tesco's. We parked up in Tesco's in Nash, in Newport, and we're going to have food here instead. And we were just wondering, actually, as we sailed past the Sainsbury's, whether they've replaced them with other providers, because we went to one in Bridgend, didn't we, and it was a different provider in the cafe, not Sainsbury's. It was like independent, and it was delicious. It was really nice. We are in Tesco's, table number 14, waiting for food to come. boyfriend wants me to specify. It's not actually table number 14, it's a temporary number on the table. There we are. They all knew anyway. Well, maybe they didn't actually. Maybe not everyone goes to cafes. Okay, you might be right. Anyway, I'm having a decaffeinated enormous coffee the size of my head, which I didn't know was going to be that big, and with cow's milk. My mac and cheese is here. My boyfriend and I, I'm trying to work out my grade for my year. Basically, my final mark for my MA music came in this afternoon, which was 74 for a written component, which is worth a percentage of the mark, so I just can't do the maths. So he's trying to work it out and he's getting confused because he hasn't got paper and pen and he's trying to do it all in his head. That was very enjoyable. I was very surprised there was no salad with it or anything, but anyway, we're going to head to Newport Rail Station next. Well, as luck would have it, I've arrived at the platform just as the trains come in for Cardiff, so that's good luck. Well, as luck would have it, the second train came immediately as I arrived on the platform, so I got there a bit earlier than I thought, than my revised estimate anyway, because it was later than the original one, because obviously IB was going with the flow, and so things got a bit later. But anyway, I'm in IKEA now, I've dropped my flute off, and I've been asked by somebody could I pick them up a milk frother, and they are only £1. Can you believe it? I'm half tempted to get myself one. I've never had one. I know lots of people that have them and they rave about them. So there we are, for coffees and hot chocolates. Those scissors are 50p. I have some like them at home. And I do like them. I don't think I need any more. Oh, it's gone quiet in this area. So I'm actually looking for a dish drainer. That's the primary objective. IB would like a shoehorn, a plastic one. He's broken all the metal ones he's had. They're no good. They all bend, basically. They're not strong enough, but I don't think they do the big plastic ones anymore. But let's keep our eyes peeled and see if we can find one. How have I never noticed this bowl set before? There's 5 there, all different sizes. They're kind of nesting, so take up less space in the cupboard, I suppose. Quite sort of subdued colours, quite pleasant, you know, relaxing to the eyes. There's no stress looking at those. And they're £10. Can you believe? £10 for all of those. I think that's quite a good deal. Ooh, do you know what that is? It's one of those. And how much is that? £7. Is that all? I was expecting it to be about £20. That'll do. That's exactly what I want. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Let's grab one of these then. Come on, you're coming home with me. You're going to replace that thing that was only ever really a temporary one. Quite weighs a ton. Blimey. That's going to be heavy to carry home. That's one lump, but it'll be worth it once it's instated, if that's the right term. I know you can reinstate something, but can you instate something? Once it's set up on my draining board, it's going to look much nicer than the ugly thing I have now, and I can charity shop the other one. Look at these little ones here, just little freestanding ones. They're kind of cute. I think they're £3. Run rig. Let me just investigate. Yeah, I think so. Dish drainer, £19. That's more expensive than that metal one I picked up. We've got a 2-tiered one here. Wonder how much that is. Guess. It's £19. That's more the price I was expecting to pay. I do quite like it. This it. Flat packed. Yeah, that's it. Flat packed. That's a lump as well. I think the other one would be easier for me to carry. I quite like that though. I hope it fits on my draining board when I picked up. It might overlap it a bit. I mean, that won't be the end of the world. I'm sure I can make it fit somehow. Countertop organiser. Oh, that's a nice idea. So you can have like a shelf. Oh, that's what this is as well. Countertop organiser. I think I'm going to shoot through, pay for that, and I need to look for a shoehorn, don't I? Okay, shoot through looking for a shoehorn. And then I'm not going to go and get plant balls because it's not very long since I ate that macaroni cheese, but I'm going to go to a Costa, get my laptop out and do a whole ton of editing and make a coffee last like an hour. I found the shoehorns. These are metal ones. These are massive, but they just got bent, so they weren't any good. Now, these are £1. It says they're new. Oh, that's exactly what he wants. Tempted to grab him too. He likes them in multiple locations, like one in the van, one in the house, you know, that sort of thing. So let's get him too. I'm going to go pay. I'm ensconced in Costa now, having a nice time. I'm about to do some editing. I'll probably do an hour of editing before getting the train home, and I've actually got hot chocolate for a change instead of coffee, because I had a great big coffee earlier, even though it was decaf, but I just didn't fancy another one. But thank you very, very much to Elsie for today's Buy Me a Coffee, which is a Buy Me a Hot Chocolate. I'm home, it's quite late, and I've just been clearing off this old dish drainer that I got from Wilko. I got this one because it's quite big, you see, and it could overlap, so I'm really Hoping the new one will fit on there and not be overlapping and dripping. I suppose if absolutely worst came to worst, it could sit in there and that could be the extra bit of drip tray. But let's see if it will go on its own. It fits and I prefer it, honestly, to that. Yay, I feel like I leveled up in life. And something else has come too from Amazon, and they left it outside again, right in front of the door, on the street, completely just nickable. So I'm not happy. I keep writing to them and asking them not to do that, and every so often they do it. Nobody did steal it. It was just starting to rain when I arrived, so it would have been all soggy if I'd have left it a bit longer. Anyway, let's get into that. I've been on a bit of a spending spree lately, but I kept kind of needing things, although I didn't really need the dappery. That was a bit of an indulgence. That's a clue. Oh, it's upside down. I hope it's okay. Ooh. Ta-da! It's a new dustbin for outdoors. Kind of reminds me of a steel drum in sound and looks. Maybe not sound. Good, I'm glad I've got that because I had to put my rubbish outside and rodents or something ripped the bag to get in and strewed it around a bit. Strewed it around, is that a verb? I'm not sure, but you know what I mean, it was strewn around. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe to watch more content from me and or click on a playlist that you see before your eyes on the end screen and there will be more content for you to watch right now. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!